Hello and welcome to video. The Spanish Super Cup is just over. Barcelona have come back from a goal down to beat Sevilla, 2-1 in Tangier, Morocco. This is the first time now the Super Cup has been a one leg game played in Morocco. It's controversial and obviously a few people weren't happy about it, but the game went ahead and. Overall, it wasn't a bad game. Certainly, it started off well. First half was very good. Second half, you could kind of see that the players maybe just weren't 100% fitness. With 1 week to go to the season, you would expect that they'll probably have a good hard week this week, and try and get their fitness levels up. But from a Barcelona perspective, it was a good workout. 2-1 win, 1-0 down. Played well throughout, to be honest. Even whenever they were 1-0 down, you weren't that concerned because they were still playing quite well. Quite a lot of movement and pace around Messi. Both Alba and Semedo on the two fullbacks were getting up. Dembele was moving about a lot. Suarez, I've got concerns about Suarez, but we'll get to that in a minute. Game started off obviously with Sevilla taking the lead. Sarabia. It went to VAR. There was no doubt about it. It was clearly onside. It was good goal. Jordi Alba was a bit poor in the build up. He sort of missed a header, and sort of mishit it kinda, and it went straight into the Seville player, and they were able to set it up. I think it was Muriel picked it up and then set up Sarabia for the goal. Finished it well, just sort of curled it round Ter Stegen. Decent goal, decent finish. Barcelona then obviously went after the equaliser, and they were playing good football and they weren't creating an awful lot of chances, but they were playing a lot of possession football. First half, the Arthur and Rafinha in midfield alongside Sergio Busquets, and then Messi obviously doing his thing, sort of behind the attackers, and he was very, very good, the Argentine, as he usually is. They finally got the equaliser just not that long before half time. I think it was 42 minutes. It was a free kick. Messi took it, and I think the keeper got something on it, hit the post, and then Pique was able to slide it in. He followed it up, and again it went VAR, but again there was little doubt Pique was kind of in the wall and was well onside whenever the free kick was hit, so there was no doubt about it. It was one each, and it was a goal. Second half, the game slowed down a lot in the second half. You could see there was definitely fitness issues. Rafinha and Arthur both come off. I think Rafinha come off at half time for Rakitic. Arthur come off shortly after the break for Coutinho, and then obviously there was changes right sort of the way through. Definitely in the second half there was a lot of the pace went out of the game at times. There was a lot of possession for Barcelona, but very little sort of end product. They weren't doing an awful lot with it. I think in the end stats there, I think the one I seen was saying 69% possession for Barcelona, so they had a lot of the ball, but they didn't do an awful lot with it, which sometimes it's concerning. But at the end of the day, they got the win, and at this time of the season, that's all that really matters. You just kind of want to get out of the blocks and get the trophy. Obviously that'll be Messi's first trophy as captain, so that'll be one to remember. Hopefully he'll go on and add a few more to that. But Spanish Super Cup, it's not that big a game, as I say. It's kind of like a glorified friendly. Not a massive fan of all these Super Cups and Community Shields and whatever. But it was a good workout. The couple of debuts for Barcelona, obviously. Lenglet was making his debut for Barca against Sevilla. He done okay. He got a yellow card, but he didn't do anything brilliant. He didn't make any massive mistakes. It was just a standard performance. Arthur in midfield, again, he didn't stand out in particular, and he didn't do a great deal right or wrong. Arturo Vidal come on, but he was only on for a couple of minutes, so he didn't really have much time to make an impact. Probably the best player for Barcelona was probably between Dembele and Messi. Dembele in the second half ended up getting the winner. It's a great goal, actually. Very, very good goal. He picked it up sort of out in the right and just drilled it. And straight in, sort of, I think it hit the bar, maybe even the post, but it was a great strike from him. I think this is a big season for him. He's 21 years old, so he's still a young player. Obviously had that massive price tag on him last season, which wasn't his fault, but it put a lot of pressure on him. It wasn't helped with the fact he got the injury so early on in the season, and that left him out for what was it? It was I think that was maybe August or September. He got the injury. September, I think it was, maybe he got the injury, and then he didn't come back until sort of January, and then by that stage he didn't seem to be completely trusted. Barcelona always seemed to have a bit of an issue with integrating players in the winter. Sort of been a record in the last few seasons. Their winter signings haven't really worked out and stuff. Obviously you've got Alex Vidal, Arda Turan, Yerry Mina. They've all kind of already moved on, left the club. The biggest worry is definitely Luis Suarez. I don't know. He's just he looks so poor. His touch is poor. His passing's poor. He just doesn't look. He doesn't look himself at all. He wasn't great last season, but you always felt that he could pop up and do something. But he looks like he's getting worse and worse every time he plays and every time he gets the ball. He's just there's seemingly no order to what he's doing. He's just so poor, and I don't know. Is it time to try and replace him? I don't know that. There's still a couple of weeks. There's still maybe 2.5 to 3 weeks left of the transfer window for La Liga, but it's hard to see. Could you tempt somebody with a player plus cash move or something? There's not a wild lot else there. You could obviously you've still got Pique and you've got Munir, but they're not the kind of player that you think is going to lead the line. I wouldn't have Messi. I wouldn't play Messi up front. I think you need Messi playing deeper. He needs to be. You need to be getting him on the ball and have players ahead of him. He's so creative, especially with Iniesta gone. You need that. You need Messi's creativity that wee bit deeper in the pitch. Massive worry is Luis Suarez, but I don't know. Maybe he's just not fit. He's also in the World Cup, and the commentators were commenting how he looked a little bit overweight and stuff. And we'll see how it goes. But he doesn't look good. He has struggled for the last sort of season, but tonight was particularly bad. And as I say, it is an ongoing concern. I think he's 31 years old now, but I don't think he's that far from 32, and I don't know. Could be time to find an alternative. But there sort of doesn't seem to be any great rush to do it in the club, so we'll see what happens. I'm sure somebody's looking at it, and we'll obviously hope to do something soon. The fitness for the whole team, sort of in that second half, they looked like they tired a lot. So they've a friendly this midweek. The Gumper Trophy game is on. Is it? I'll just double check. I think it's maybe Wednesday night. It must bound to be Wednesday night. It's not going to be Tuesday, I don't think. And then this league kicks off next Saturday, so it must be Wednesday night. Just double check that. It is the 15th of August, yeah, so that's Wednesday. Boca Juniors are the opponents this year for the Gumper game. It's usually a good game for kick off the season, first home game of the season and stuff, and then 3 days later the title defence starts against Alaves. Start of the league season looks quite good for Barcelona. Obviously Alaves, Valladolid, Huesca first real test is probably going to be on the 15th of September. Real Sociedad versus Barcelona. Going to the Anoeta. It's going to be hard, but we'll see what happens. You never know what could change before then. You know, transfers are still a couple of weeks. Whether they'll get another body in. As I say, I think they might be a striker, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. And for now, we'll let it go. Obviously, as I say, the Gamper game's Wednesday night. Barcelona Alaves kicks off La Liga next Saturday night. I think it's maybe 9:15 UK time, so it's the late game on the Saturday. So that'll be the next sort of big game. Obviously, the friendlies. You know, nobody really cares, but it's obviously nice to win the Gamper Trophy. But it's all about Alaves for me. So thanks for listening to this video. Obviously, you can reply in the comments, subscribe. Any questions, any opinions, give us a shout and let me know what you're thinking. And I'm always up for discussion on Twitter or here on YouTube. So thanks for watching, and make sure and hit the subscribe button.